Alright, you guys coming back in? Sorry, I just wanted to clean up some of the stuff because I'm like really messy with my spatula and everything, so wanted to just do a quick cleanup. Come on back in. I know we had a good crowd before. Hopefully everybody comes back and joins, and if you guys could share it, that'd be awesome. Hi! I know I went over that stuff really quick, so if you guys have any questions about it, but again, it was right here, and this is what I'm using, the product, Cake Lace. Cake Lace right here. Part A and B, you mix it up, really easy. I mean, besides standing there and mixing it, I don't have a stand mixer. I actually prefer a hand mixer. So besides just standing there and mixing it, it's really easy, you guys. I mean, that's it. Once you have that, you have your little container of Cake Lace, and if you guys are doing more, you have a bigger container, and it's ready to go. Hi! Okay, so let's get back started. I'm going to flip the camera back around. I'm going to try to read things as we go here. I'm sorry that I have like little bits of shadows, but the way that my lighting is set up here in the kitchen, it's kind of annoying. Okay, so with Cake Lace, there's a ton of different mats you guys can use. I actually have, I should have brought it out, but I don't want to run back and get it. I have a large one that most cake people are going to use that give you a piece of Cake Lace. I mean, a long piece that's narrow, and you guys can put it around your tiers. I use these on cake pops again, so it's just got some dried up Cake Lace, but this is the one that I use the most because the size of these three little guys right here are perfect to put on cake pops. You can see it's really, really jiggly and shaky out of silicone, and I got it from Lolly Cakes by Ella. Okay, so this is the one I'm going to use for this part here. All right, when I bought my Cake Lace, I also, boob pops, you're funny, Alex. I also got this knife here. This is like the perfect knife to spread them. I know like you guys can probably get away with using some other stuff, but this is like the Cake Lace knife, and I would highly recommend it because the one edge is super, super thin, and then on this edge you can just kind of spread it around. I'm going to see if I can lower the camera a bit, which means I'm not going to be able to really see anything you guys are saying, but I'm going to try to hunch at the same time here. All right, hold on here, because I want you guys to be able to see like the mat part. All right, I think that's a little better. Okay. If you guys could see me behind the counter, it's hilarious. I'm like crunching down, so hopefully I can do this. Okay, here we go. This is the Cake Lace we just made, and you see it settles down already really well. So again, just picture like in your head the consistency of marshmallow fluff. That's exactly what it is. So I just take a big glob out and throw it down on top of the one that you want to use. Now when you do this, you guys, you want to make sure you're going to go back and forth in all directions, because these little nooks that are in here, I mean, some of them are so small. With these little tiny delicate pieces, you want to make sure your Cake Lace is getting down. So you don't want to press firm just yet, but you know, kind of just push down hard to get it in all of the little nooks and crannies. And you can take it as you're doing it and just kind of brush it off into here, and it'll settle down. So once you think you have a good layer on there, you're going to take the side of your knife that's a lot thinner, and this is the part where you're going to push down a little firmer, not too hard, because I actually have found with this mat, it's a little bit more temperamental than the actual like big Cake Lace mats, because it's so, it's got so much more like bend in it. These little tiny grooves can actually kind of like move around when you're scraping it, so bear with me because it's my position too that's funky. Okay, let me see if I can get a closer shot of that for you guys so you can see. It's not a pretty thing on edges, but you want to get it in there so that all of the nooks and crannies are filled with the Cake Lace, but all of the little pink spots that come up, you don't want to see any like layer of Cake Lace on that, because then you're not going to have a nice clean piece coming out. Okay, so that's one. I'm going to go ahead and just do all three of them because I need more for this order that I'm doing. And I'll show you guys all of that stuff in just a minute. It looks kind of sloppy when you're first putting it on, but just remember, you want to go in every direction that you can to get it down in there. Use the thinner side to kind of give your last scrape there. And you see, like, I pushed a little too much because of my positioning here, but pushed a little too much down the bottom and not enough on the top there. There we go. So here, let me show you something though. If you see in, let's see, am I showing you the right one? Wait, which one did I just do? This one. Right there, there's a little tiny piece that didn't connect. I mean, that's not that big of a deal, so I'm not gonna go back and try to fix it, but if you guys have any more of a gap than that and stuff, you wanna go ahead and fix it. This isn't chocolate, this is cake lace. I'm using cake lace right now. Some people use, I don't know if, I mean, maybe some people have used chocolate in these little tiny molds. I don't know how that would work. I don't know. I know that there are some that use fondant very successfully. I have tried the fondant. I've gotten it to work, but I just prefer cake lace, and I'm going to show you guys why. Like, it's more of the end product than it is working with this now, because it is kind of messy at first here, but and I'm usually really not this messy, I promise. Alright, see, that part didn't really take, so I'm going to squish over it just a little bit more. You guys want a nice, at least the piece of your lace here, you want it nice and clean. Typically, I don't really have to brush it over this many times here, but you guys are gonna get to see all of the things here. So there you go. Oh my gosh, there's so many questions. All right. There you go. That's what you want it to look like in there. And I'm sorry if I'm not answering anything, you guys, you know, because I am in the middle of trying to show you all this. So the next step you want to do is you just take this mat right here and just pop it in your oven, all right? I mean, we all know how to put something in the oven, but I can definitely show you all, okay? So, I mean, I literally just take it, and you can hold it like this. Don't be afraid, it's not going to go anywhere. Pop it right in there. Let me see, am I showing you guys the right stuff? There you go. Pop it right in there. Okay. I'm going to set my timer for 20 minutes. The directions say 15 to 20. With that mat, I found actually 20 to 21 minutes is really good, okay? Thank you. All right, so now I already have one. Somebody's blocking somebody. I'm missing some stuff. I know there's been a few people around in our Periscopes lately really saying inappropriate things, so hopefully they're gone now. All right, I will go ahead and block them afterwards, you guys. Okay, seriously, anyways, let's get back to you guys just ignore what's going on, okay? All right, so this is one mat, another mat right here that is also available. These are a little bit larger than the ones I just did, okay? But I wanted to have one done so I can show you guys how to do this, okay? So this is already cooled. You're gonna bake it for 20 minutes, and again, this depends on everybody's oven's different, okay? So bake it for 20 minutes, and let it cool for 5. What you want to see here is after 5 minutes, when you peel it off, that's what you want to see. If it's still sticking, you guys need to bake it for longer. So you know next time, you know, it's just got to bake a little bit longer. So literally, all you're going to do, I'm going to do this by trying to hold this up because I don't have my phone down, but it will just peel right out. I mean, you don't have to be delicate, but you don't want to yank it, and it peels right out, and you have your cake lace right here. See? That's a perfect piece of cake lace right there. All right? So I'm going to bring you over to my other table because now I want to see you. Can you, All right, let me tilt this up a little so I can see what you guys are saying, because I know there's going to be a lot of questions here, which is great. I love to answer all the questions. After you've cooled it, can you bake it again? I don't think so. I don't think so. But you know, next time, like I would say, if you over bake it, what's going to happen is it's going to crack when you try to take it out of there. So you guys just have to kind of play with it. I'm just going to tell you now, I mean, my oven's at 170. With that pink silicone mat that I showed you first, it cooks perfectly at like 21 minutes, all right? And then this mat here, actually, it seemed to cook a little faster. Now I'm getting a glare. It seemed to cook a little faster, and there's still one more. Let me turn my light off, you guys. Hold on. Is that going to be too dark now? Well, it's actually probably good to show you. And with this mat, it cooked just a bit faster, but it still came out great. You just pull it right out. See? Whoop! Dropped it. But there you go. I mean, you can drop it and everything. It's not going to go anywhere. The mats, the pink mat I got, actually I got this one too. Lolly Cakes by Ella. She has them. Lolly Cakes by Ella. All right. No, I don't dust with cornstarch. I'm going to show you guys. Okay. So these up here, these big ones, I just did today. That's with this mat, because this was a newer mat for me, this white one. I just think they're a little too big for what I'm going to do, so I don't know how much I'm actually going to end up using them, but maybe for Oreos or something, that one might be a little bit better size. These larger ones I did today. All of these little ones over here, I actually did about 3 weeks ago, okay? And I'm going to show you, look at how, I mean, they're still really bendable and flexible. 3 weeks ago. To store them, I personally just use this little container here with like the grease-proof sheets, and I cut them and I just layered them all in between these grease sheets, and you know, exactly, they look just like dollies. Yes, I'm gonna show you guys right there. Lolly Cakes by Ella. Lolly Cakes by Ella sells the mats, and the cake lace, you guys, if you're interested in trying out cake lace right here, go to easysugarlace.com. She offers free shipping, and then also if you spend $75, you get a free mat too. So she's on Etsy and her website, easysugarlace.com. I'll try to post everything to my Instagram, at least with the links for you guys too, okay? All right. I wish I could block somebody in the middle of this chat, but okay. Anyways, let's just get back to what we're doing here. So these are all these tiny little pieces. Now, I'm going to show you guys right here. I should probably turn my light back on. This is a piece that I did on top of this here for an order. Now these will go right over the sticks, you guys. Like if you had this stick on a cake pop, because these sticks are a little bit okay, hold on. Tap his comment, then hit block. All right. Hold on, you guys. There we go. All right. I'm sorry, you guys, for that person who is in here. Like I said, I'm kind of new to this Periscope thing, you guys. So thank you for telling me how to block him. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that he was being really rude to you guys. I was trying to like do my stuff here and show you things, and apparently he's like very nasty and harassing. So thank you, guys. Okay, let's get back to what we're here for, right? All right. I'm like so flustered now because that idiot. All right. Anyways, these right here are what you can get from the pink mat. Because my cake pop stick is thicker, because I added this twine to it, I can't put this over the stick. So you have, the option that you have here, as you see, is I kind of removed the middle piece. All right? You can't do that on all of them, but on 2 of them you can. So let me do this one. This one's a little easier. All you do is just kind of pop this right out here. Just pop it out. And that's what I like about the cake lace, because it's not going to harden up on you. I mean, this is a 3-week-old piece of cake lace, and I just did that really easily. I made those sticks. You guys, I mean, that's really simple to do. I made those sticks. Buy some twine at your craft store, hot glue gun, twist it around, I mean, it's really easy. And these actually, I felt kind of bad because I did have to leave a little bit more spacing. I was running so low on my twine. Usually it's a little tighter than that, but I had 40 of these to do and I didn't realize, and it was way too late to go out to the craft store. So anyways, okay, so pop out. Pop out the middle piece there. Take your cake pop like this and slide it over, and then it will sit right on top of your cake pop. Now, depending if you want it flat or if you want it to show a little ruffle, that's up to you guys, okay? So you guys do whatever your style is. All you have to do is just take a moist, let me grab one, a moist paper towel. Probably even better to do beforehand. There's a side to your cake lace that's got a little bit of air bubbles on it. Not air bubbles, but it's like not as smooth as the one side. So on the side that's got a little bit of the bubbles, just take a damp cloth and kind of tap that first before you're going to attach it. See how it's already getting a little sticky. And it's still not going to be, I mean, sticky where you can't touch it, you see? So there we go. Do that first, you guys. I'm just like really out of it here. All right. And you put it on over the stick, and then that way it will really, it'll stick well. I like to kind of touch in between each little thing here just to give it a little bit of a ruffle look. And then it sticks just like that. And there you have it. Okay? All right, and now you can do these, also use these on top of Oreos. You can use them on top of anything, really. I just have been using them on the cake pops, and like I said, there are people who use fondant, there are people who use other, thank you guys very much. There are people who use, what is the other one? Sugar Veil, I think that's out there, Sugar Veil. I prefer cake lace. I've used it this is this first batch of cake lace here. Yeah, they would look great with the tea party. Here that I made 3 weeks ago. Now that batch that we made in the first part, I could probably get, I'm trying to think, I mean, I made 20 of these little guys here, but I also used some of the other pieces in there. I'm thinking you could probably literally get at least 30 of these guys right here from that recipe I did in part 1. So if you missed it, go back and watch part 1. But probably at least 30, I would say easily. All right? Yes, charge more for your cake pops if you're using them. This size right here, which is 200 grams, I believe runs about $25, okay? Like I said, if you go to easysugarlace.com, she does do free shipping. Oh, and you can eat this. This is completely edible. Yeah, I mean, you guys can, you could take like these little pieces and pop them in your mouth. I mean, it doesn't taste like much. It has a little bit of a sugary taste, but this is edible. I don't know if they have flavors. If they do, I don't know about them, but yes, $25 for this. But I can make, with that recipe I showed you guys, I think I can do that 6 times with this. 6 times. And each time it will give me at least 30 of these. So that's 180 of these things, the minimum that you can get from this here, if you're just using these small ones. Now there's a lot of mats out there, you know. How long would they take? To make the cake lace, you guys saw everything I did. I mean, the timer, I believe we have, let me see, can't see with my coffee maker, 9 more minutes left in the timer with that one we did in part 1 of the videos. So what I do, if I know I'm going to need them, I do them throughout the day. You know, I just pop them in because your oven only has to be on the lowest setting, 170 degrees. So you can do them throughout the day. You just pop them out. And if you cook them the right way, you guys saw how easy. It just peels right out. I know that they sell colors already. I've not tried to color this. Like, I was almost wondering that. I wonder if I could use even like some of the gold highlighter dust on this. I know fondant you can. So this, what do you charge for the lace cake pop? I can show you. These right here that I did this specialized stick, and that was $4 a cake pop. $4. And she had them going with just some gold sticks and pink and gold sprinkles. So, I mean, she did a mix. But you're going to have to charge a little bit more to compensate for the cost of the cake mix, or the cake lace, you guys, but and the time it takes. I don't know if you can add food coloring. I'm sorry, I don't know that. Yeah, I'm sure you can paint them. I'm just going to show you. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. It's not really a matte finish. Let me see. This is the lighting. I don't think you're going to be able to see. This one's really, it almost gives you like a glossy finish. You're not going to be able to see this. So that's why I'm not sure if using a highlighter dust, petal dust, luster dust, whatever you guys want to use, I don't know if it's going to work the same like it does on fondant. Okay? Yes, it does. I love these. They're so, and like I said, you guys see how, I know fondant hardens up kind of quick, all right? So if fondant is your thing, more power to you. I just personally find it a lot easier to mix a batch of that cake lace up, have it. I keep it right in my fridge for 7 days, but if I make it, I just make a ton of these. I store them in the container, and you guys pop them out when you need them for an order, okay? It's not hard to make. A lot of people were freaking out about cake lace. It's really easy to do. It just takes a little bit of mixing time. I don't know about a dehydrator. She's asking if I can put it in a dehydrator. I'm not sure. I don't have any experience with a dehydrator. The name of the place I ordered my cake lace from was easysugarlace.com. She has an Etsy page too. Oh gosh, I missed some of those. What do you use them for? I put them on cake pops right here. Just to give it a kind of like a shabby chic. It's a shabby chic kind of baby shower. I've seen cake artists use an entire tier of it, you know, so you guys can do whatever you want with the cake once the pieces. And any mat, I mean, if there's another shape, like the one pink mat that I have in the oven has butterflies on it too, or in bows. So it's would they work? I'm sure they would work on pretzel sticks. Yeah, fine. You know, they have longer mats that you can do longer pieces with. So the pretzel sticks, that would look really cool if you did a longer piece and then laid it on top of the pretzel stick. I did some bachelorette party ones, and I used some of the lace as the bra, you know, as the lingerie. How much were the mats? Oh, gosh, good question. I don't remember. I want to say that the little pink one that's in the oven now was $10 to $15. The large one that I have, which I don't use now, I was just so impatient. I got that one first from Lolly Cakes by Ella. I want to say it was like 24 or something. This one, I believe, was between 15 and 20. I'm not sure completely, but you see this has 6 of them. You can all do it once. So, I mean, I don't know if Lolly Cakes by Ella ships out. You would have to just do a search online for cake lace mats. There's a ton of them that would come up. Frozen forever. It lasts frozen in the freezer, I'm guessing. Okay, good. You guys can add gel coloring. I'm sure it will probably work good. The white mats from Lolly Cake. All my mats are from Lolly Cakes by Ella. All right. Were there any other questions you guys had on anything before I say bon voyage, because I need to finish this order up? Any other questions you have on cake lace? You guys are good? Thank you so much for hopping in here, and sorry that we had a weirdo in the group, maybe 2. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and watch what was going on. How do they taste? It tastes like, I don't know. It's got a little bit of a sugary taste to it, but not too much. Cake pop prices. I'm guessing you're just talking about the one that I did here. This is $4 per pop that I charge. But only because it has a customized stick too. If it was on a regular stick, it would be, well, I do 50 cents for that stick, so $3.50. Yeah, you guys can put these on cakes. You can put them on Oreos. You can put them on anything, all right? Yeah, well, I hope you go out and get some cake lace, because it's really easy to use. All right, good. Awesome. Okay, you guys, well, thank you so much for coming in over here tonight and watching this. Hopefully it's able to help some of you and encourage you to do some of this stuff, okay? Are you daily sculper? I just started my first scope last week. so on a great white shark, and then I did some polka dots. I'm going to try to shoot for 2 a week for you guys to see if I can come up with some stuff to show you. I am going to be coming back on Friday night to show you watercolor technique on a cake pop. Here, let me see. Grab it real quick. I still have it. I was playing around. If you guys like watercolor, it's going to be really hard to see with the lighting right now. I've been playing around with the poppy paints, so I found out how to do watercolor with those. So I'm going to show that on Friday. All right? Bye, Nicole. Have a good night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right? I will see you back here Friday night. And if you do cake lace, anything with it, I'd love it if you tag me on Instagram, because I'd love to see you guys use all the techniques that you can see here, okay? Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great night. Bye.